Good evening. I really wanted to, it took me a while to do a video because I was not afraid of speaking on the subject in regards to George Floyd and everything that's been going on here the last week. But it was more so that I didn't want to ruffle any feathers, or I didn't want to offend anybody. But my opinion is my opinion, and it's all centered around how I was raised. One thing that I do believe, I really do believe that racism and hate is taught. You are not born racist. You are not born to hate. You are naturally inclined to love, simply because, one, you're a baby. You depend on your mother. You depend on people around you to take care of you. So whoever says that hate, you're born that way or whatever, that's a lie. It's a taught behavior. My dad raised us in such a way, and my mom and my stepmom collectively raised us in a way to where we loved everybody. We did not see color at all. And to be here at this point, it's kind of disturbing for me, because it's like I can't comprehend why somebody would hate somebody so much, because it doesn't register to me. Have I experienced hatred and racism? Yes, definitely have. And even in those times, I still can't wrap my head around it, because I'm like, I don't get it, because we weren't taught that way. The big picture here is there is an issue that definitely needs to be addressed. We see over and over again Black lives being taken. Not that other races or other people aren't dying, but we are consistently seeing Black lives being taken at the hand of a white person. I had somebody reach out to me today just apologizing. You know, if I ever done anything to offend you or made you feel less than. And I was like, you don't even have to apologize, because you didn't show any racism or any hatred towards me. The thing that you can do for me now as my white friend is to speak up and do what you can do in your power to educate yourself and the people around you in regards to the issue. Racism and hatred, of course, goes back years and years and years. And I never ever thought that I would be in 2020 and this stuff is still going on. I never thought it. And the thing that's so funny is that I'm like, I want my daughter to marry a white guy. She doesn't necessarily have to marry a Black guy. Even the same for my son. They don't have to necessarily marry in their race, but I am aware of who I am, and I am a Black woman. I'm educated, and I'm very much capable as the next race. But the thing is so big that we have to really first of all, speak up and speak out about it, and not ignore the wrong. But we do also have to be mindful that he did, or they did, whoever, in any other case where a black life was taken, those people were the ones that did it. It does not say that about every cop, because I know people that are cops. It doesn't say anything about other white people, that they're like that. So we have to look at the issue. How are these people getting put in these positions? Is there, me and my friend were talking about the extensive background checks, and if there are any mental health issues or any other cases of them showing racism or hate towards an African American or any race. So I love white people. Truth is, when I was younger, I really thought I was white. I mean, I catered more to the white people because they were the ones that really accepted me where I was at that time in my life. And I actually got bullied by black people because I hung with white people. But I can't be angry like people are wanting me to be angry, because that's not me. That's not who I was raised to be. Protesting, doing rallies is one thing, but the rioting and everything that's going on, it has to stop. People ask me where was I going to go to, like a rally or whatever, and I was like, no, because there's always people in the group on both sides, cop side and the protester side, that always has to do the most. So what I choose to do is take my position in prayer and really ask God, bombard heaven on behalf of the families who have lost their loved ones, on behalf, and you got to remember, you got to pray for the people that are doing the injustice as well. We just have to really be mindful that in the scheme of things, it's spiritual. It's a spirit. And I heard somebody say that the other day. We have to look at, even though this is happening in front of our eyes, what's going to change it is God. God's going to have to be the one that intervenes and changes the situation. So let us be mindful when we're posting. I don't have to look at your post. You don't have to look at mine. But let's be mindful that it's not me against you. It's injustice. And anybody can stand up for injustice, whether you're black, white, Asian, Mexican, whatever all the other races are. We have to come together and we have to deal with what's going on in this country today. So that's my take on it. I just wanted to share. I have my First Amendment right for freedom of speech, so I am going to speak. And if you don't like it, you can scroll past. But let us be united. We have to be a united front, and we really just have to be mindful that violence begets violence. It gets worse. The issue gets worse when you do one wrong with another wrong. So Let us come together. Let us be prayerful that this issue, this thing that is happening right now, will be dealt with.